Hey guys, welcome back. Orbomb here, bringing you our first of our Lost Thunder TCGO live content. I am super hyped. There's so many decks for me to play. I'm going to try to record a lot more consistently now that we actually have content to show you guys. So I'm pretty hyped. There's so many troll decks, there's so many good decks, and there's so many Naganadel decks, which I'm personally excited about because like the whole Naganadel strategy is a lot of fun for me. And this is why we're playing Blacephalon GX today, because it's got that Naganadel strategy. I want to show you guys my Blacephalon build because a lot of you guys have been asking how I play it, what choices have I made, things like that. I will say that when I've been playtesting this deck, it's been versus a lot of Malamar, it's been versus a lot of Lost March, it's been versus a lot of Buzzwell and Zoroark. So I have a really good idea of how I want to approach those matchups, which I feel like are some of the best matchups going forward, as well as Blacephalon being one of the best matchups. I haven't played as much of the Mirror, but I did play some Mirror on the stream yesterday, which was kind of fun, and that was pretty easy money, easy life. But I think that's just more of an experience thing because I've been playing this deck for a long time. But anyways, before we get into the video, don't forget to drop a like if you like my content, subscribe if you're new because we just hit 5,000 subscribers and we're on the road to 10K. I'm super excited. You guys have no idea how excited I am that we hit 5,000 subscribers. Shout out to all you guys that have been liking all the videos, that have been leaving your comments. It's your fault. This is your fault. Thank you guys all so much for letting me hit 5,000 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the bell either, so you can get notifications when I upload. I don't spam upload, so it won't be a big deal for those of you guys that don't like the notifications. But that way you don't miss my videos. I had a lot of people tell me that they've missed some of my videos. And comment for a chance to win some Lost Thunder codes. The comment question of the day is going to be, now that we have every single UltraBeast card out, which one of the UltraBeast cards is your favorite to play? Let me know in the comments down below for a chance to win a couple Lost Thunder codes. And also, don't forget, if you guys want a chance to get some Lost Thunder codes, a lot of people have been asking me for some, don't forget to check out our sponsors at Guardian Gaming here. Link is in the description as always. If you want to buy some codes there, and if you use the code ORBOMB, you get 5% off. So it's pretty handy if you guys want to buy codes for a little bit on the down low, for a little bit on the cheap side, I should probably say. But yeah, throughout this video, I'm going to talk about like the whole 5K thing. I'm going to make a proper video at some point. But anyways, enough of this shenanigans with the intro. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Now, Blacephalon here has 180 HP UltraBeast, a little bit on the low side for like GXs nowadays, but it's still a very prominent and powerful attacker. We got Bursting Burn, which does Burn and Confusion for 1 fire energy, which is pretty nice because sometimes with Mind Blown being able to hit only like 50, 100, 150, 200, things like that, it's nice to have that extra damage. That way you can hit those 210 numbers, 220 numbers, things like that. So Bursting Burn, I do like that attack a lot. But back to Mind Blown. It does, for 2 fire energies, does 50 times the amount of fire energies you put on your board into the lost zone. So if you have cards like Naganadel attaching energies to itself, then you can put those fire energies that you attach to yourself into the lost zone and hit for the amount of energies that you put in the lost zone. So it makes Blacephalon go from like an okay attacker to an amazing attacker with Mind Blown, having the ability to use Naganadel, and then you have Beast Rings as well and stuff like that. And then we have the GX attack, Burst GX. You can discard one of your prize cards. If it's an energy card, you can attach it to one of your Pokemon. So I remember I heard a lot of mixed responses to this card. This is a question I get a lot, right? What if you discard one of your what if you discard your Beast Energy, which is a Prism card? It should go to the Lost Zone right away. So I've been told by some people that it will be in the Lost Zone. You can't attach it, but on the stream, on the Japanese tournament streams, and from what judges have told me, you attach it. So we'll see what PTCGO does if that ever becomes a thing that happens. But Burst GX is essentially Katana GX, excuse me. But instead of it being put in your hand, it goes in the discard pile. But it still takes a free prize, and you don't have to like shoo in extra metal energies to make it happen, or rainbow energies or anything like that. So Blacephalon GX, very, very strong card. 2 retreat sucks. Being weak to water is not a huge deal. As of right now, water isn't that big of a deal. Like Lapras is still a thing, I guess, but Lapras isn't like tier 1 by any means right now, at least. Well, it might be, who knows. But for right now, I'm not seeing a lot of Lapras. I'm not too worried about it. And when it comes to Lapras, it's literally just like the Oko war anyways. Who can Oko who the most. Lapras just has an easier time because they're not losing energies in the process. But because of our GX attack, we are playing this new Poipole. It lets you look at your face down prize cards, which is really handy because not only can you like write down your prize cards, like if you ever go to a tournament, bring a notebook if you're playing with Blacephalon, because you can write down your prize cards and know exactly which prizes to take throughout the game. But it's also handy for your GX attack because that way you can always target the fire energy you want. And I mean, there's no reason to not use the attack. And then you have Peck, which is, I mean, I guess you can attack with Peck. To be fair, it knocks out Natu, which is pretty handy if you're ever playing against Lost March. But yeah, that's Poipole. We're playing a 4-3 split of Poipole with the brand new Naganadel. This card has been so much fun to play. There's so many decks I've made with this deck. There's like Naganadel Lightning, Naganadel Water, Naganadel Genesect. There's so many different versions of Naganadel. I can't wait to show you guys. So prepare to see a lot of those. But Naganadel is 130 HP, Psychic type attacker, 1 retreat, which is handy, weak to Psych, which kind of sucks, weak to Psychic, which kind of sucks, but it's manageable. You have a really strong ability charging up. Once during your turn, you may attach a basic energy card from your discard pile to this Pokemon, which is handy because you can essentially set up Naganadel in 2 turns as long as you have like a manual attachment, right? So Turning Point here does 80 damage, and it does, if you have exactly 3 prize cards remaining, this deck does 80 more damage. Now that's something I have to remember because every single time I play this deck, I always forget that it's 3 and think it's 4 because of Buzzwole being a thing. So I gotta remember that it's 3. But essentially, with a Choice Band, without the boosted damage, you knock out pretty much every Psychic weak Pokemon in the game. Buzzwole, like, what's it called, Necrozma, things like that. It's really good against Malamar decks. It's really good against Lost March because it OHKOs the entirety of the Lost March deck. So Naganadel is just a really good attacker in matches where you can't play down your GXs for any particular reason, such as Shrine matches and things like that. It doesn't knock out Cocos, which is kind of, you know, annoying, but it's still manageable, right? So that's pretty handy. Now I am playing now remember, I did say I play tested this deck against a lot of Lost March and a lot of Malamar and Giratina. So I have a couple cards that I added to this deck that have helped the matchup tremendously for me. And one of them is Let Loose Marshadow. Now, I know a lot of these deck lists that have been winning tournaments have not been playing Let Loose Marshadow, but when I play tested this deck versus Lost March is a rough matchup just because you're a 1 prize attacking Pokemon. You can OHKO mid to late game, and like once again, you'll eventually run out of Naganadels, which I'm still working on this deck list. I'm trying to find a way to fit in a 4th Naganadel, but there's so many cards in this deck that I don't want to take out that I have not done that yet. So, I mean, we're going to be playtesting this deck more and more. This is essentially one of my main decks that I play IRL. I don't play many decks IRL, but this one and Malamar are the 2 decks I love playing right now. But anyways, Marshadow. Let Loose is really strong. You can grab it with Mysterious Treasure. Helps you draw sometimes if you're in a bad situation as well, because this deck doesn't have the most amount of draw supporters. It's kind of the issue with like most Ultra Beast decks, is that the draw support lines are sometimes pretty thin. Excuse me. And being able to disrupt Lost March early game is really big. If you can make them whiff their turn 1, what's it called, Elm, then that sets them back like a whole 2 or 3 turns, which is huge. So that could give you the advantage. So I do like Marshadow a lot in this list. And 2 Lele's because Lele gets you your stuff, and you play Mysterious Treasure anyway, so there's no reason not to play Lele. Also, you're a GX deck, so there's nothing stopping you from playing Lele. Other cards we're playing, 2 Acrobikes. I keep having to bump this down and down to add more things. It was originally 4, it's down to 2 now. I wanted to add some other things to the deck that help in your matchups a little bit more. Like, this is the kind of deck that's really simple that you can add in techs. You kind of trade a minimal amount of consistency, but I haven't had many issues so far. 3 Beast Rings, wanted it to be 4, down to 3. Same issue as before, but 3 Beast Rings is also like really nice in its own right, because when you play 4, you have that added like clunk in your early game, and you never want to discard Beast Rings anyways, because you want to make sure you have as many in the deck as possible. So like, the 4 Beast Rings, the deck has been running smoother since I dropped it down to 3, because I haven't needed Beast Ring every game for the most part anyways. Beast Ring is really just like, oh, I'm losing really bad, I need these Beast Rings now kind of card. And because you're thinning your deck by quite a bit most of the time, because you're hard drawing, you're attaching a lot, you have 4 Ultra Balls, 3 Treasures, you got Ultra Space, you got Heat Factory Prism, you have a lot of cards to like thin your deck, that I haven't had too much of an issue landing my Beast Rings. Excuse me. 2 Blowers. Now here's the one that's like huge, right? The reason why I'm playing Blower is not only is it added support to get rid of Shrine of Punishment, which is huge, but Spell Tag is a thing now. And Spell Tag is the main reason why I'm playing Blower. It also helps getting rid of like Choice Bands and stuff. So like you have the obvious things that it helps with it now, but the new stuff is Spell Tag, and Spell Tag is really big because Giratina's spread really has an easy time beating you if you're forced to knock out the Spell Tag Pokemon. So I'm adding 2 Blowers because it gets rid of the Spell Tags a lot easier, as well as the 4th Guzma. The decks have usually only played 3 Guzma, but the 4th Guzma essentially means that I have a much easier time playing around Spell Tag than I used to, and since most of the time they can't OHKO you anyways, it's pretty handy to rock with it this way. So, and also the added effect of being able to Beast Ring into a fresh Blacephalon means you never have to play down more Blacephalons if you don't need to. You can just hang on to them. So it's pretty handy for the most part. So like Coco Spread won't easily beat you if you play smart, and spell tags are the biggest issue, but if you can blow them away, if you can Guzma around them, it's pretty handy as well. So yeah, that's why I'm playing the 2 blowers. 3 treasures. I kept increasing the count of treasures because I kept liking treasures more and more. We have literally 2, 5, 9. We have 10 targets for treasure. So the more, and because we only play 3 Blacephalons and we have our 2 Ultra Space and 4 Ultra Balls, the more I play treasure, the more I like treasure. So honestly, I would love to bump it up to 4, but right now we can only fit 3. 1 stretcher. Another card, I either want to bump stretcher up to 2 or play a 4th Noggin Adele. I guess I'd rather bump the stretcher up to 2 because we're only playing 3 Blacephalons. So that might be something I try. Once again, gotta find space for it though. I'm very detailed in this deck list. It's not like my other deck list. This one I've had quite a few weeks of practice in before I started making this video, right? So I have a lot of like comments, I guess. Speaking of comments, I wish I had my deck box on me so I can tell you guys the other options, but whatever. I might talk about that in the comments. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll always answer them. 1 Heat Factory Prism Star, the brand new Prism Star, Scorched Earth, but better. Discard a Fire Energy in your hand if you do draw 3 cards. Not only does it put a Fire Energy in the discard pile for you, but it also means you can draw 3, which is raw drawing is always really good. Like shuffle drawing is never quite as good as just drawing straight up. 2 Ultra Space, we have our 3 Cynthia, only 3 because we're also playing a couple other draw supporters, 4 Guzma, and one of them being Hala. The reason why I play Hala is because almost every game I want a GX. Like I don't ever have a reason to not GX attack unless I'm playing against like a counter energy deck, I guess. For the most part, I've never wanted to not GX. So Hala being able to shuffle draw 7 is super strong. It's only one of though because you don't want to find it early game. It's a mid game card for sure. So that's why I'm only playing a 1-of. As well as a 1 of Lily. Would love to bump this up even more, but right now, just a 1 of Lily. 1 of Plumeria. The reason why I'm playing Plumeria is actually really interesting. Sceptile is a thing, right? And Sceptile is really hard to deal with outside of just Guzmaing around. And it's interesting because, so I'm going to go over Sceptile real quick because I do have a 1 of Sceptile. So we have the old Sceptile. This one right here, Power of Nature. Prevent all damage onto your Pokemon that has any grass energy attached to them by attacking your opponent's Ultra Beast. So that is really annoying for this deck that has only Ultra Beast attackers, except for Lele, of course. So it's pretty annoying, for sure. And now that we have this new Sceptile GX, it becomes pretty much its own deck proper. With Mach Cut being an attack, discard special energy from your opponent's active Pokemon, and Leaf Cyclone, move a grass energy from this Pokemon to one of your bench Pokemon. Now, be aware that Sceptile will almost exclusively, unless your opponent is like going wild on you, which is fine because you can Guzma around, will almost exclusively have only 1 energy attached to it at a time because Leaf Cyclone makes you move the energy. So you have to move the energy when you attack with Leaf Cyclone. So with that being said, this Plumeria is pretty handy for getting rid of the grass energy attached to your opponent's active Sceptile GX, letting you Oko them. It's just really that simple. You take a free 2 prizes, and then the rest of the game you Guzma around a Pokemon that don't have any grass energies attached, and they can only attach once per turn, and they usually have to attach continuously to Sceptile so they can use that second attack. So it's not like all their Pokemon are going to have what's it called? Grass energies throughout the game, and they're going to have multiple Pokemon down their stage 2 deck. They need their Leles, they need their multiple Sceptiles, they need their Lurantis, which is another Pokemon you can knock out. So you can generally win that matchup just with this 1 of Plumeria, which is why I like this Plumeria a lot. That's why I'm playing it. 2 Sightseers, the decks we're playing 4, because I'm playing an increased amount of treasures, I liked only having 3. Or 2, I mean, and I also decreased the fire energy count by 1. So ultimately, the two Sightseers have been really nice to me. The only thing I don't like about playing 2 Sightseers is that I wanted to play more draw supporters. As you saw, I added this Lily and this Hala on top of this to replace the Sightseer. So it's not like I'm playing less draw support than the decks did previously, but I still want to add more draw support. 1 Choice Band because it's really helpful against Zoroark decks. It's pretty much the only reason why I play it. Zoroark and Zoroark. So lots of Zoroark. That's the main reason why I'm playing it. Like Buzzwole, it doesn't affect the math for Buzzwole unless you have Beast Energy as well. It's specifically for Zoroark decks, so that's why I'm playing it. And we have 15 Fire Energies and 1 Beast Energy. So that was a long deck profile. Other cards that you can play that I also like is but I haven't tested too much with yet. One of them, the big one, is Turtonator. Just because Turtonator gives you an extra attacker and a really good GX attack as well. Bright Flame being able to deal with a Sceptile. So if you want to take out the Plumeria but want to add another Pokemon, I would say Turtonator is your best bet, especially if you play that second stretcher, because if you play that second stretcher, you can cycle Turtonators a little bit easier, and then Guzma around and things like that. You have that GX attack that can set up your Turtonator on one hit as well, so I do like the Turtonator. Another card I've wanted to try, but I took out quickly because I didn't really like too much, was a 1 of Naganadel GX, only because Beast Raid, for the most part, can hit 100, because you're usually only going to have maybe a 1 of Lele or a 1 of Marshadow down, and the rest of your board is going to be Ultra Beast, because you want to play all your Poipos and Nagas and Blacephalons. So for the most part, you'll hit 100, 120. So like with a Choice Band, that's 130. So that means you can knock out every Psychic Weak Pokemon without the Choice Band. The problem is that you're putting down a GX, so I quickly took that out. Another option you have is Stinger GX, and you could also Jet Needle if you attach the Beast Energy to Naganadel. So it's not a bad option, but right now I'm not playing it. Oh, and then the big one that I loved, but I had to take out, was Kiawe. The reason why I took it out is because I had to. It's just that simple. I had to make space for like these field blowers and stuff so I can have an easier time versus Malamar. But Kiawe, using Kiawe turn 1 has been a lot of fun for me, because you can just totally load up a Blacephalon and then just remove all the energies off the Blacephalon turn 1, and then you can just attack the following turn. So Kiawe, definitely something I want to put back in the deck, but once again, I have to make space where I can. But anyways, I think that's gonna be it. Let's go ahead and get a couple of games. I'm sorry if this video is a little bit longer than usual. I just did a 16-minute deck profile, which is really long, but I hope you guys got the idea of like what I'm trying to talk about when I play Blacephalon, because I do love playing Blacephalon. I think it's a lot of fun. I think the deck is worth getting into, especially since like I managed to get a lot of these Blacephalons for 7 codes a piece, so 7 Lost Thunder codes a piece. So they're not even like that expensive as long as you're like patient with it and keep looking. Like it took me like all day, but I did manage to get like 3 of them, because I didn't pull a single one. If you guys have watched the spoilers, I guess if you watch the this opening hand's not the best. If you have watched the thing, the deck opening, the pack opening, that's what it's called. If you watch the pack opening, you know that I whiffed like pretty heavily. We're going first, which means that we're most likely going to get off our GX attack. We're playing against, ooh, this is pretty nice actually. Playing against Zoroark. I'm just hoping he doesn't have Enhanced Hammer. I'm actually just going to get down Blacephalon now. We have 1 Blacephalon prize, and it's not great. All right, 1 Blacephalon prize, so I have to keep that in mind. This is why I want to play 2 Stretcher for this exact reason. But right now, we're rocking with just 2 right now. But it's definitely something I want to try. We have a Cynthia. No, we don't have Cynthia prized. Looks like we're set for the most part. We have 2 Fire Energies prized. But we have our Choice Band, which is kind of big. So these decks usually don't play Enhanced Hammer, so I'm just going to bank on the fact that he doesn't have one right now. And we're just going to do this, and nice. Put a Fire Energy on the discard pile already. And I kind of want a Sightseer here, because my opening hand is so good as it is right now, because I have Naganadel for turn 2, so I can easily get down 2 Nagas next turn. I'm just going to Sightseer and just draw 2. I want to keep my blowers, because the blowers are kind of handy. I like this hand, so we're just going to rock with it. Because next turn I want a GX, but I also think I'm going to Guzma. Yeah, I think I'm just going to Guzma turn 2. Get that thing out. Actually, I might not even GX. I would like to GX, but I can wait. We'll see what my opponent has first, but I definitely want to get rid of all of his Slugmas as soon as possible. And now that I can only get rid of like 1 Fire Energy at a time, I guess to be fair, I need to draw Fire Energy if I'm planning to get rid of a Slugma. Because I hit 80, which this is a 70 HP one, so I guess it doesn't matter too much. Oh, my opponent has a really bad hand. Never mind. Okay, well, if he has as bad of a hand, I'm not even going to bother. I'm just going to draw. Get down. I don't need Plumeria too much, so I'm not too worried about getting Plumeria down. So I'm probably just going to Ultra Ball away. I'm going to keep the Guzmas. But I would love to knock out the Zorua just to donk this man. And get down the other Naga, I guess. Yeah, I'm not gonna need Field Blower that bad in this matchup. There we go. 2 Nagas down already, turn 2. And we can hopefully just draw. I mean, we have 12 energies left in the deck? 12 Fire Energies left in the deck? We should be able to draw 1. And we drew 4, so there we go. We'll charge up here. And luckily, because we... I probably should Acrobike first, but we already have so many Fire Energies in my hand. Actually, I should Acrobike because I need a Draw Support for next turn. Nice. So we can do this, and we can do this, and now we only have to get rid of 1 energy to take a knockout because of our Beast Energy. So that's pretty handy. Usually I had to get rid of 2, which wouldn't be a big deal because I get rid of the 1 on the active and the 1 in the lost, and on the 1 on the bench, but we don't have to do that right now. So that's pretty handy. I'll take it because we hit a solid 80. Yeah. All right, so I don't know what my opponent could do here. They're already like a whole 2 turns behind at this point. Our Sightseer is going to be rough, man. I mean, good, not rough. Also, guys, don't forget to hit that bell if you have not already. Oh, so we hit 5,000 subscribers, right? So a couple things I'm trying to do here while we get on to the next game, I guess, is I want to do a giveaway. Like, so I'm gonna talk to my sponsors to see if they can hook us up with a. By the way, look at that 4 win streak. I have not played that much. Actually, that 4 win streak did not come from Blacephalon. It did this morning. 2 games came from Blacephalon, but then I was also testing some other things. I was testing the other Naga decks that I built, so they all at least won a game, which is pretty handy. But I want to do a giveaway. I'm thinking about the merch again. If you guys have the, let me see if I have the image here. Not that image. That's my special stream image. Don't ignore that one. This one right here. So I'm gonna be selling this merch here again. I'm thinking about 10% off. Yeah, I'm thinking about 10% off, and at Teespring with the code Orabomb. I'm thinking that's what I want to do. I'm gonna try to bring back the mats as well. I'm gonna talk to the people that sold my mats. So if you guys are interested in buying mats again, this is pretty handy because it gets me a Blacephalon. But I mean, I kind of like Sightseer here as well. Whatever, we'll just rock with it. I mean, we're already in a really good position here. I'm just gonna get Blacephalon down because why not? We're going first again. Oh, my opponent's just scooping. All right, never mind then. I guess he saw Blacephalon wanted to scoop, but that's unfortunate. I want to get a good game in, but I guess he had a really bad hand too. So because he led with Lele, so that's my assumption. So yeah, so I'm gonna talk to people. So if you guys remember, I do have mats of this shirt right here, the left shirt, the pink shirt. I have mats with that design, so I might sell the mats again. Maybe I can even get a new design made. I don't really have money to buy a new design right now. Twitch has been really slow for me because I haven't been streaming as much, so I haven't got as many donations. Also, work has been slow because of school. So I don't really have that much money, and I had to just buy the cards I needed recently for the decks because I actually do want to go to tournaments and play. There's an ARG this weekend, which I would have gone to, but my boss scheduled me without telling me, and she's not responding to my messages, which is incredibly unfortunate because I actually wanted tomorrow off so I could do Gengar Day as well. And I told her I didn't want to work this weekend, but she scheduled me anyways before she told me. Am I going first again? That'd be really nice. Looks like I am. Dope. All right. What else? So oh yeah, and then the other thing, before I make the videos, I want to try to get new channel artwork. Like I want like a channel emblem really bad, but I just don't know what I want to do with it yet. So I don't know what my opponent's playing, but we led Poipole. We have Heat Factory Prism, and we have a pretty decent hand actually. We can treasure. I'm actually gonna treasure second because I might need to get Lele just off this Heat Factory. How many mulligans is my dude getting? Just one? That's not bad. So we're gonna Heat Factory first, see what we draw off it. Oh, we got Lele anyways, never mind. So we're just gonna treasure first and get another Poipole down. Oh, we're playing against grass, so hopefully we can have a decent advantage here. I should probably check my deck, but whatever, we're already here. Alright, we play this. We Heat Factory once. There's our Lily. That's beautiful. That is gorgeous. I guess I attach to the active. I mean, I don't really like doing that, but I'm probably just going to GX turn 2 anyway, so. Nice. Look at this. Oh, look at this gorgeous beauty. Alright, so we're really set for next turn. I probably shouldn't have played that down, but I would like to make this active if he does somehow manage to take a knockout. So we're just going to pass here. I'm okay with this staying in the active. There's no reason to discard it quite yet in case I do want to Guzma next turn, manually attach Guzma. That keeps the energy on the board as well as lets me GX. So we're playing against another Zoroark deck. This is Zoroark Glisspod. Glisspod is weak to fire, so. But this deck might play Weakest Policy because these Zoroark decks like playing Weakest Policy. So. But we have our Field Blowers. Haha. There's the Coco. Coco spread is kind of annoying for this deck as well, which is more reason why I play the cards I do. And it looks like that's what he's going to try to go for. Alright, so do I let him Coco spread me further? Or do I try to Guzma GX here? He's now hitting 160, 150. I guess it doesn't really matter too much anymore. I'm already in this horrible position. Let me go ahead and treasure first. Give myself a Naga. I think I'm just going to knock this. No, I can't knock this thing out. Never mind. Let me get a Naga here. I want to get as many Nagas as I can, actually. I would like a Guzma, I think. I would like to Guzma and pull up that Wimpod. I'm going to see. I mean, I don't think it's worth playing the Lele down to Guzma. I could Ultra Space here. But it might be. Because I'm not taking a knockout this turn anyways. It's kind of really greedy. I'm not gonna lie. But I think I'm gonna do it anyways. My opponent did not get too much going for them, and I highly doubt they can retreat Wimpod without like a Guzma of their own. So I'm just gonna go ahead and Guzma up the Wimpod and GX here this turn. And I think it might be a little bit greedy. I'm not gonna use my Beast Energy yet though. Yeah, this might be super duper greedy. I think there's enough fire energies in the deck, and I haven't used enough supporters to really warrant keeping. Actually, there's no reason for me to get rid of Heat Factory right now. I'm just gonna continue to rock with it, I guess. Everything else in my hand is good. Just gonna burst GX here. Boom. It's weak to fire, so I don't need too much to go on here. There's Ultra Ball, that sucks, but it's fine. It's okay if it's not fire energy. We got fire energy once, right? I don't remember if I think that was on stream. I don't think it was today. Alright, there's his Zorak. Let's see if he can rock with that good stuff. Because he could just Guzma me and then attack again with Coco. Which if that's the case, that's easy enough to deal with. I just attach, I use some abilities. I could play the Heat Factory if I need to. I can always just top deck a Fire Energy too, and then Heat Factory first, and then play my Ultra Space, get myself a Noggin Adele, use the ability, retreat, attack, knockout, boom, bam, shablam. The only problem is that now he can take knockouts if he gets that other stadium card, Devoured Field, which is kind of irritating. Which is why I'm trying to avoid playing this Beast Energy right now. There's no real point. Beast Energy is going to be really helpful to knock out Zoarks, and I don't want to put it on a weakened Blacephalon. The only thing that sucks is that I have no way to search it out. One card I wanted to toy around with in this deck is Lucia, because it gets you the Stadium and the Energy, which are two cards that are not searchable. But right now I'm just rocking with what I got. Let's see if I can get another Naga. I did not, but I got a Guzma, and I want to keep my Guzmas around. Ah, man, this kind of sucks because I really want to attach a manual energy. I really want to manually attach an energy, I mean. I might just Cynthia and try to find one, but then it's like really bad if I whiff it, especially since I already lost so many energies. So I think I just have to bite the bullet here. And just attach here. That's really bad because I rely on this to beat Zoark. You know, I'm just going to get greedy. It seems like such a bad idea though. I don't have many ways to search. I get greedy. Yeah, you know what? It's better to play safe than sorry. I still have the other choice band in the deck most likely, so I'm not too worried about it. We can go ahead and do this again. The thing is that Guzma is now a thing. He can easily knock out my Nagas. I still have access to Blacephalon too. So worst case scenario, he attacks me, knocks me out, I B-string, I take a knockout myself. So we'll Mind Blown here, and we'll get rid of one energy off of the, I guess, the bench Naga, huh? Because there's a chance he doesn't knock me out. This is weak to fire, right? I mean, it doesn't matter because I take a knockout anyways. But there's always that chance he doesn't knock me out, so I want to keep my energies on my Blacephalon if I can. This blower is going to be kind of nice if he ever throws down choice bands and stuff. I'm going to knock this out here because now everything's in range after this, but I don't mind anymore because my hand is like good enough to just rock with a B-string Blacef. So I'm not even going to draw support ever. I'm just going to keep doing what I do. I do take a knockout here, which is handy. I have two energies on the board on my discard. I mean, not my discard, my my bench. That's what I'm trying to say. And I'm not like desperate to get myself another Ultra Space here. It's gonna take quite a bit before you can knock out my Poipus with Flying Flip. Like it's gonna take 2 more hits after this one. He's gonna Guzma though, so he might just knock out Naga here, to be honest. Or he might just be trying to strand one of my cards. I have a Guzma of my own, so I'm not too worried about it. In fact, I can knock out one of his GX Pokemon and have an easier time winning the game if he doesn't knock out Blacephalon here. Which I guess, oh yeah, he's just going for the thing here. Oh, this is even better for me. I easily knock this out because of weakness. And then all I have to do is knock out Lele or Zor. Oh, you got the new Lele. Look at that artwork, man. Hey, as my boy Nelson always says, the winking artwork is the best artwork. I don't know why he says that, but I can't lie right now. That's really good artwork. It's way better than just the boring Lele here. Like, look how boring this card is compared to this one. If you're not like a full art dude, that's like the Lele to get. It's probably even cheaper too, because it comes from a box. All right, so anyways, like I said, he doesn't avoid B-string knockouts either. So you can take a knockout here. And I have 2 energies on the board plus my beast energy, so I take a knockout regardless of having a Naganadel down or not. But I think now is the turn I get down my Ultra Space and just start putting down more Nagas and preparing. But yeah, shout out to weakness on me. Right? Yeah, you're weak to fire. And we have Guzma in hand as well, so I think for the time being, I'm gonna. Oh, nice. I'm gonna be safe here. I'm gonna play down this Blacephalon because if he does somehow like judge me or something like that, it would be really nice to have access to what's it called. All right, so he's gonna take. He has to take a knockout, right? So I'm just gonna get Poipo. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna get it down anyways because that's not gonna Naganadel evolution. Plus, we're probably gonna get one off the prizes since we're taking 2 prizes anyways. Once again, this is the reason why I want either 2 stretchers or a 4 of count of Naganadel. So just keep continuously proving what I mean here. Let me go ahead and use my ability and just get rid of the 2 on the board. And then as long as he doesn't knock me out here, I mean, as long as he doesn't judge me here, I have access to both B-String and this should be enough. To B-String and a draw supporter and a potential Mars Shadow in case I whiff off the Cynthia that can give me like multiple B-Strings. And Naganadel? Oh, that's unfortunate. But manual attachment's good too. I'm definitely gonna need one of those. And we have Guzma too. So with the Guzma, I think I just win if he does knock me out here. So I can just target down that Lele. Because I have the manual attachment, I have the beast energy, that's 4 energies on the board, so it's already a knockout. So easy enough. So Zoroark matchup is pretty handy. See how like big of a difference that beast energy makes though? Like it just completely changes the amount of cards you need to discard. Sure, I'm hitting for weakness, but against Zoroark, I only have to discard 4 cards as opposed to 5. That's not counting Choice Band. If I had Choice Band on top of the beast energy, then I only have to discard 3 cards, so that's plus 60 damage. Which is crazy. It's crazy, right? Like plus 60 damage, that's a lot of extra damage. But he's probably just going to attack with Coco here. Because, I mean, I think he knows that like if he knocks me out here, then he's not even judging me either. He knows that if he knocks me out here, which he really can't do anyways. And I have a manual attachment as well, so all I have to do, oh, that's unfortunate. Never mind. Never mind. Is there any way for me to win then? I don't think so. Okay, so I think I just have to use my I use my first attack on this thing. I mean, I could Guzma up the Zorua and take a knockout on it. And there's a 50% chance I get a Naganadel. If I knock out the Zorua, though, it doesn't really accomplish anything. I mean, it keeps both my Blacephalons on the board, which does activate B-Strings. But I don't know if B-Strings are enough. I think it's kind of greedy for me to knock out the Zorua, but I would love to get another Naganadel off the prizes, and that's a 50% chance. So I'm not like super against it. Let me get the other Blacephalon out of the deck, just to thin out my hand, I guess. Like I said, I'm trying to force a knockout here. But I think he knows if he Coco spreads, he's probably going to win. But if I don't get the other Naganadel, I'm going to lose a lot of Blacephalons at the same time, which is bad. So I'm going to make that play. Plus, if he doesn't knock out Naga, that keeps a lot of energies on my board, which is something my opponent does not want to have to happen. So we're just going to turning point for knockout here, and hopefully we can get the other Naganadel off the prizes. Oh my god! Of course I'd be the one that gets the last prize being Naganadel. Of course that'd be me. Okay, that could be bad if I don't land 2 B-Strings, I guess. Actually, no, it's not bad. As long as he takes a knockout. I guess he's just playing smart. He's avoiding the knockouts. I was getting really greedy this game. Like I should have been playing the safe routes the entire game. If I have, it would have been a lot easier for me to win. It just would have taken a lot longer, and because I record videos, I don't want these games to take forever. But I'm fine because like if he attacks me with Coco, I can win the game with a Blacephalon. Because I'm just gonna attach energies to Blacephalon now. Like, what am I doing? I have no reason to not. It's not like I'm going to lose this game. He still has to take 5 more prizes. It just sucks because he's going to take... Well, he's only going to take 1 point. Oh, never mind. He's just going for the knockout. All right, cool. So with this, I think I win. Well, not necessarily, but I have a higher chance of winning. All right, let's see what we can do. That's 3 energies on the board. No Guzma in hand. I think I messed up. Actually, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. Okay, cool. All right, how are we gonna do this? I can Lily. I'm trying to think if I want to Ultra Ball Guzma, if that wins me the game. I think it does, right? Yeah, it does. Okay, we're just gonna get Guzma. Oh, I probably should have checked my deck first, because Lele might not be in here, but we should have it in the Guzma, and then we win the game, right? Yeah, we do. All right, cool. We just knock out the Zorua. Not too sure why he played down the Zorua, but I ain't complaining. Give me that Goozingtons, my dude. And that should be game. Obviously, we played against weakness. The Lycanroc matchup would have been a little bit harder. But regardless, we'll take our W's where we can. I was hoping to find some rougher matchups, but like Blacephalon is really strong, guys. It's a really good deck. 1, 2. Boom. So anyways, there we go. There's my Naga. Hello, friend. Definitely want that other stretcher. Definitely want that other stretcher. But once again, like it hasn't been game losing for me yet, so I'm not too worried about it. I mean, this gives me codes. I do like codes. Oh, I'm gonna play Magnezone at some point, so let me actually do that. Because I want to play Magnezone Ninetales. It's one of my decks, which I have to build. I haven't built it yet. How long has this video been? 36 minutes. I think we're gonna play one more game. We haven't lost any games yet, so maybe we can lose this one. Because the deck isn't unbeatable. It still has its weaknesses, but it's pretty consistent and pretty strong. And I'm liking this win streak. Oh, we're playing against water now. Oh, there we go. Let's do it. It's time. It's time. Let's see what kind of water he's playing. If he's playing Lapras, that could be annoying. Greninja is also annoying because it takes so much for me to set up a knockout versus Greninja because it's 230 HP. Glaceon is not annoying because we don't have any... I mean, it's annoying in the sense that they can easily OHKO us, but it's not annoying in the sense that their ability affects us. I mean, it kind of does because of Lele. How many mulligans is that? Just one? All right, cool. I'm down with that. Because I've had games where I've mulliganed like 1,000,000 times, so I'm okay with this. This hand is pretty nice. We're gonna Lily, I think, to draw 6. What is this? What is this? I know somebody's been playing this card. I just don't know what it is. I don't know who's been playing this card, but I know Shining Volcanion has been played by somebody. They got Kukuis and everything. I wonder if anybody else has uploaded Blacephalon GX yet, because I'm recording this probably the day before I upload it. We'll have to see, because I don't want to do like that guy. I don't want to be that guy that seems to copy people, but I'm recording this on the 2nd, and I haven't seen anybody upload it yet. Then again, I haven't checked Trainer Chip or Table Mons, but I know the people I like haven't uploaded it yet. I want to be the first one, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm out here trying my best. All right, so we're playing against Quagsire, which is annoying, and the non-GX deck in general is kind of annoying. I don't know how much HP Quagsire has off the top of my head, but this is the reason why I don't like playing more than a 1. We just have to set up really quickly, and we're gonna use our attack here, I think. I mean, he can knock me out, but he needs to have like a lot to knock me out, I guess. But then again, I'm gonna draw anyway, so hopefully I can draw Fire Energy. All right, let's see what's priced. We have a Naganad. No, we don't. Never mind. Okay, as far as the Pokemon go, there should be all of them. 4 Poipos, 3 Nagas, so there's one in my hand, all 3. All right, cool. Let's see, we have a Beast Ring not prized in our hand as well. Do we have our Lily? We do have our Lily. We have a Copycat prize. We have a lot of Fire Energies prized. We have 4 Fire Energies prized. So 4 Fire Energies prize, a Copycat prize, and something else I don't seem to know. We have this, it's not Cynthia because we only play 3 Cynthias. It's not Ultra Space. We have that down. Might be Ultra Ball. Looks like it's Ultra Ball. So no, never mind. No, it is. It's Ultra Ball, and okay. Ultra Ball, Sightseer, 4 Fire Energies. So does that matter? It might matter. I'm gonna get rid of this Hala because I'm not gonna be GXing anytime early. And I guess I have to get rid of this B-String too. It's kind of unfortunate, but we have to get rid of this B-String because I'm gonna draw off the Lily, right? And I'm gonna manually attach this, and I'm gonna Ultra Ball whatever I draw off of this Lily as well. And it keeps Naganadel in my hand, which gives me like a very early like 3 Naganadels down, like best case scenario, right? Because I'm gonna try to get down 3 Poipos right now. So we're still drawing 6, but we're not shuffle drawing, and that's what matters. Oh, look at that! Like I said, we can Ultra Ball here, and we didn't draw any Fire Energies, so I'm glad I attached that. I'm very glad I attached that. We definitely don't need Plumeria, and I don't think Blower is going to be a thing that we need. I'm not too sure because I haven't played this matchup too much. But I know these decks play GXs. I'm sure he's playing Lapras or like Lele or something, so I don't want to get him my only choice band. So I'm going to get rid of this blower to get down the last Poiple, and assuming he does not knock me out next turn, we get down all 3 Naganadels next turn, or even just 2 in a Blacephalon if we need to. But we're going to go ahead and eye opener, and I'm going to take a screenshot real quick. Hey, look at that. Prize game prediction on point. Let's take a screenshot so I know where my cards are. There we go. And done. So if you ever want to GX with Blacephalon, we know where the fire energies are. I'm going to try my best to not play down Blacephalon in this game though, and just kind of straightforward Naga, and then maybe Blacephalon to like take big knockouts or B-string knockouts. So that's where this deck comes in handy. It just sucks because I had to get rid of B-string to maximize my Lily, which might have been greedy. But like I said, my game plan is this, and I don't really need B-strings to attack with Naganadel a bunch. If he gets Quagsire here, he can start damaging me because he has that ability of his, which is, I mean, it's not that huge of a deal. Quagsire is 120 HP, so eventually when I hit that 3 prize threshold, he's not doing the second attack. He's just going to be spreading damage, which I'm down to clown with. It's a 3-hit KO, so like I said, I'm down to clown with it. Guzma, I could target that down right now, but go ahead and evolve for the time being. I really want to get down Blacephalon like right now, just so I can attach an energy. I mean, I'm not attaching any energy to it this turn anyways. I guess we're just going to 2 KO this dude. I want to keep the heat. I want to use the heat factory, especially since we don't have any fire energies in the discard pile right now. So I'm actually, yeah, I'm going to just do this. And we're going to sit here, and hopefully we can draw into a fire energy to attach and a fire energy to discard. Maybe 2. We did not discard any, but we can discard first before we do anything else. See what we can draw. Ultra Balls. No Ultra Balls. Can we discard another one? We can. There we go. So now, unfortunately it's not 3, but it's 2. I ain't complaining. We have B-strings in hand too, which is pretty handy. I probably should not. Can I click done? Alright, cool, I can fail that. I shouldn't attach to the damaged one. I should probably be a little bit more aware of that. So he has to flip a couple heads. Maybe he'll get like 3 tails, right? Best case scenario. Charge up. We're charging up. If this thing gets knocked out, it's 3 energies in the discard pile, so that's pretty handy in its own right. And we have the stretcher in hand as well, which will be handy. I'm probably going to hold on to the stretcher until 2 of them get knocked out. But this hand's pretty good. We're just going to turning point here. Boom. And damage. The only thing is, right, if he gets like a Guzma and starts attacking me with Quagsire, that could be annoying. There's that Lele I was worried about, so I'm glad that we hold on to our choice band. Because that choice band is going to be the difference between knocking out with 4 energies versus 3 energies with Blacephalon. Oh, there's even a Feeny. Okay, so now we're about to hit that, like, who can take the most 2 prize knockout threshold. And I kind of have the advantage because I have the access to my GX attack, which will give me an instant prize. So if I take a 1 prize knockout here, it'll still work out in my favor. I'm assuming he's like, yeah, he's just Guzmaing, trying to figure out how he wants to approach this. Is he going to Oko me? How much does it do? 20, 40, 60, 80. That hits for 140. So it is an Oko. I'm going to have to Guzma myself because I have to take these prizes where I can. I might. No, there's no way. I wish he was taking 2 prizes here. But I think I'm just going to Guzma up that boy in the back with the because I'm gonna knock him out with the damage one anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. I want to manually attach here, but I'd rather use my ability. This is pretty nice because it gets me on my last Poiple. I like everything in my hand. Let's do this first. Boom, boom, boom. All right, there's my Poiple. And my hand is pretty solid. It's like really good. I would like a draw supporter, but I want to hold on to everything too. So we're just going to charge up. Yeah, because we're gonna stretch her back in 2 Nagas and a Poiple next turn. We're gonna take our knockout here, I think, and then after that is B-string City. We're just gonna play down Blacephalon, start B-stringing a lot, and knock out Quagsire. He doesn't have as many energies on the board anymore, so as long as he doesn't judge me, I should be okay. I'm not gonna charge up here, obviously. We're just gonna go. We're gonna turning point for knockout because we have what? Look at all these cards in my hand, and we're gonna B-string as well. So I'm going to try to get down a second B-string too. We even have another Ultra Ball. That's like 4 search cards in our hand, 1 B-string. We discarded 1 already, which is unfortunate. But ideally, we have 2 Nagas. That should be more than enough to take knockouts where I can. So he's just going, oh, he's going for the Lele knockout? Bro, that's wild. I know he's trying to save his Quagsire to knock out a Blacephalon and all. But I'm going to be at 3 prizes if he knocks me out. If I knock him out, and then my Naganadel can take a big knockout as well. So, like, I am down to clown with this. I'm, like, super down to clown because that makes my math so easy. I can attack with a Naganadel the following turn for a beautiful, beautiful, scrumptious 160, which will knock out all of his Pokemon. So that's where the boosted damage comes into play. But yeah, we're in a really good position now because now we're going to stretch all of these dudes back. We have 2 Blacephalons, which I guess I should probably play them both down, but no, I probably shouldn't. I'll hold on to them. Let's do this first. 1, 2. And now we're going to start searching. Oh, let me do this first before I make a fool of myself. Before I make a fool of myself, which is something I do quite often, so don't be me, kids. I'm bad. And do I want to play this Marshadow down? I don't. Let's toss an Ultra Ball first, I think. I don't like losing Ultra Ball. Alright, let's grab Naga. How many? We have 1 more Blacephalon in the deck, so I'm actually going to toss one of these Blacephalons and start drawing again. Treasure. So I want this other Poipole down. I'm going to have to play down this Lele for a draw supporter. And because he has game on board already, so there's not really a point in holding out. Let's go ahead and just, we GX. We have not GX yet, so I'm just going to Cynthia. We don't have Hala anyway, so no point in doing that. Anyways, we should take a knockout. Oh, we need Choice Band, actually. Actually, no, we don't, because we have both Nagas down. Yeah, we don't need Choice Band. We take a knockout anyways. And then he revenges us with Quagsire. And then we revenge him with Naganadel ourselves. And we have our other B-string, which is pretty big. It's only sucks because we don't have enough room for another Blacephalon, but we can B-string here easily. So let's go ahead and just start using our Charge Up. We have a bunch of cards on our hand that are really good for the following turn. Manual Attachment would be good here. So yeah, I'll take that. Because I want to make sure I have these boys ready for the following turns. Charge Up. Boom. We'll keep our energies on our Naganadel. Yeah, so we whiffed our Choice Band, which is unfortunate because we have to get rid of 4 energies now. But if we keep our energies on Naganadel here, we can actually B-string on to Poipole and just get rid of all the energies between these two. 1, 2. And this is what I mean by, like, we're just trading blows. I still have access to my GX attack as long as I don't, like, use up all my energies. So that's something I have to keep in mind. I'm going to take 2 prizes. He's going to take 2 prizes. He'll be at 2 prizes. I'll be at 3. I'll be at 2. And he'll have a lot less energies on board. We don't have Blower yet either, which is kind of annoying. Blower would have been really nice, but we have to rock with how we are now. Because I didn't know he would be playing Experience Shares. I guess the Lapras build does play Experience Shares, so I shouldn't be too surprised. But like I said, I shouldn't be worried about it too much. Boom, boom, done. And that's what I mean. Like, Blacephalon's explosive, man. Do that. Fire Energy and Fire Energy. Did I write down my prizes for this matchup? I don't remember if I did. If I did, I forgot already. I'm pretty sure I did, though. Yeah, I did, and I'm just being an idiot. But it's fine. I got my Fire Energies, which is good because I can GX the Blacephalon later. The bad thing is I have to make sure there's not that many Water Energies on board, but now he has Lapras, which is huge. That's really bad for me, actually. Especially if he makes Lapras active, that's like horribly bad for me. I hit 160 though, so if I can find Choice Band, that's like amazing. I don't want to lose all these energies on my hand though, because I'm gonna run out of energies if I'm not careful. There's 3, and then there's 4 down there. It's 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10. I only have 3 more left. I know that I know I can grab an energy off the prize, so it's not like the worst thing in the world. If I can take this knockout without losing a GX of my own, that's gonna be amazing. But we hit 160 here. So, I mean, like, he could just Guzma and win the game, I guess, if he has a Choice Band. No, he doesn't even need Choice Band. Okay, so I think it's Marshadow time. I do think it is indubitably Marshadow time. I'm going to attack with the one with the least amount of energies on it. Yeah, it's definitely Marshadow time. I want to keep you Blacephalon, I truly, truly do, but I have to Marshadow so he doesn't have Guzma for knockout, for game, I mean. So, yep, here we are. Here we are again. I gotta lose this Fire Energy in my hand, which is unfortunate, once again, but No, we're just gonna lose the Ultra Ball. No, I can't lose the Ultra Ball because I'm probably gonna need Blacephalon. So yeah, we'll lose this to grab the last Naganadel. Charge up here. And we'll Mars Shadow. I guess I should have charged up last. Okay. We don't have game quite yet. Keep charging up. This is where like I would love an energy switch in this deck. Because then I could attack with Blacephalon next turn and win the game. With Guzma and stuff like that. He's losing. He'll have 3 energies on board. So that's a thing, I guess. And he can knock me out with Quagsire because I'm weakened. Which is also a thing. I should have grabbed Copycat actually. Man, I'm just not. I don't have my prizes up. In an actual game, I have my notebook next to me, right? But there's too much on my screen, so I just completely deleted the prizes. So I forgot about it. He can snipe me for 120. This is a 1 retreat, right? So why does he always go into this? He could have just gone to this or this. What's he trying to do here? I don't know what he's trying to do. If he doesn't evolve though, I can Guzma this up and then potentially win this game. He needs to evolve into Quagsire this turn. Because I'm going for that Wooper and then I'm going to GX if he takes a knockout. Lele, huh? Is he going for Guzma? Oh, I guess he's going for Guzma, huh? Well played. Oh well, we lose that game, guys. You know, we'll give him his water points. I don't know if he's doing a water event, but there we go. Why is he giving me a sad face? Anyways, there we go. We lose against water. Like, the deck has a really hard matchup versus Lapras. And I should have kept my blower, because if I kept my blower, I could have disrupted him heavily with getting rid of his experience shares. So for future reference, don't lose your blowers. Don't discard your blowers. Keep them because experience share is really big in that matchup. So because imagine if he didn't have experience share, right? He'd pretty much be 1 energy behind almost every turn. If he didn't have that experience share, because he would have lost it from the beginning, meaning he would have never kept his energies on board, which he would have never been able to cycle as many energies as he did. So experience share is cool. I love playing experience share. I'm just not the biggest believer. Not the biggest believer. I think experience share is an amazing card. I'm not the biggest believer that like you lose that matchup every time. But anyways, there we go. Like I said, I wanted to lose a game, and I wanted to lose it against a hard matchup. And Lapras is a really good card. And I think Lapras, I think that deck is really cool. So anyways, this is my deck list. I've worked really hard on this deck list. I really like the way it is right now. Like I mentioned before, I want another stretcher and I want to be able to draw into it. I guess another Naganadel wouldn't be that bad either over the stretcher. The thing is, right, like if I'm playing, what I would want to do is either add one extra card of this or add another stretcher. So adding another stretcher sounds more appealing to me. It's a little bit less consistent, but it's more appealing in the sense that like I have to only add 1 card as opposed to 2 because I don't know what I take out. I hate taking out more and more acrobikes. The acrobikes are still so good. I don't want to take out more than I need to. And everything else just feels really important for a bunch of matchups. So the field blowers are really good. I don't want to cut out any draw supporters, including the Hala, because shuffle draw 4 is better than doing nothing. The treasures and the ultra balls, as you saw, we were able to get out multiple Naganadels turn 2 like every game. So clearly, the ball search line is really good. The choice band is handy. Like the one of choice band is really good in so many situations. So I like the one of choice band. That's another card I want to bump it up to a 2 of. But the one thing I can't cut anymore is the fire energies. I already cut down the fire energies from 16 to 15, and even that has got me like on the edge in so many matches where I'm just like, oh, I ran out of energies already. I'm a little bit better at it now. After some practice, I've been keeping track of how many energies have been lost. It's just a matter of like, you have to be very hyper aware of what is prized and how many energies you have left. Because if you get to a point in the game where you can no longer manually attach, you're in a really bad position. But anyways, that's the deck list, guys. Let me know what you think of in the comments down below, what changes you would make. Let me know in the comments down below as well, what deck you want to see me play next. This video has been almost an hour long. Hope you guys like it. Do you guys like the videos closer? Here's another question for you guys. This is actually really important. So I only know real Aura MVPs. real high ranking members of the Origami Industries will answer this question because they watched the end of the video. But let me know, do you guys like the videos being like 50-hour-long videos, or would you prefer them to be shorter, like 30 minutes, 45 minutes even? Let me know in the comments down below, because it's really big. Because I would literally, it depends on how much you guys watch of a video, if you guys have the time to watch a whole video, things like that. So I can make them shorter for you guys, or if you guys are the type of people that like coming back to watch the games later, or maybe you just only watch the deck profiles and leave. I understand. Don't forget to drop that like though. Subscribe, share all the good jazz. Thank you guys for the 5,000 subscribers, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.